honoring Dick Clark tonight with flowers on the world's oldest teenager's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Everyone seems to have a memory of Dick Clark in their lives. Many of us won't forget mornings with American Bandstand or nights of him bringing in the new year from Times Square. But those lucky enough to have met him, the announcement of his death might hit a little harder.
K2's Anita Cassay is live tonight. Anita, you talked to a local musician interviewed by Dick Clark on American Bandstand.
Yeah, his band at the time, Rubicon, had a hugely popular record, and they were invited to be on the show. And like so many, he says there will never quite be an entertainer that has the caliber as Dick Clark. Dennis Marcelino is a local music legend, most famous for But that song and that group, not what got him on American Bandstand. This did. The year 1978, the band Rubicon. And like most artists to hit this stage, they were hot. But it was still a big deal to meet Dick Clark.
Oh, yeah, it meant everything. But that was a real icon when I was growing up, that show. So that was special.
The best memory this Gladstone singer and saxophone player has from that day, when he and Clark were alone, waiting for makeup, chit-chatting.
Pure genius on his part. When we got on stage and he asked questions, he already knew what the answers were going to be because he had already asked me, but he didn't make it seem like he was interviewing me. Just like we were having a conversation.
Does a band practice before they get out and really work professionally?
Oh, for about the last 2 years, about 4 or 5 hours a day.
A day?
I mean, he was a really nice guy. I mean, you felt totally comfortable with him.
This one's called Rock Around the Clock.
Marcelino says there never was another celebrity quite like him.
He kept on with that nice presentation, that nice personality, that sort of got lost in the 80s and the 90s. Things got harsher, as music moved on to what we have today. And so, but he never did. He never changed.
Dick Clark. So long.
Anita Cassay, K2 News.
Well, Dick Clark's career only started with American Bandstand. Clark proved to be a prolific businessman and television icon, hosting $25,000 Pyramid, TV's bloopers and practical jokes, and of course the annual New Year's Rockin' Eve broadcast. He turned his Dick Clark Productions into a multi-million-dollar media empire. Clark also had a hand in the global fundraiser Live Aid and in the grassroots Farm Aid. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1993. Dick Clark was 82 years old.
This story is new at 11 now. K2 got a hold of a guy.
A local musician shares his memories of Dick Clark, including rare video from his performance on American Bandstand. Next.
You're watching Growing Local 6 at 11.
Stay up for this story. A local musician takes us back to his performance on American Bandstand. What he remembers most about meeting TV icon Dick Clark, who died today.
America's morning TV host Dick Clark tonight.
Yeah, one Gladstone man has a great memory of the time he met Clark while playing on American Bandstand.
Dennis, how many hours a day does a band practice before they get out and really work professionally?
Oh, for about the last 2 years, about 4 or 5 hours a day.
That was Dennis Marcelino and his band Rubicon back in 1978. Dennis told us tonight he got to talk to Clark backstage, and he remembers him as a really nice, down-to-earth guy. He credits Clark for introducing his band to the American public.
You have to be really passionate about what you do, and a great personality, a real likable guy. So he didn't have any ego or anything like that. He was just very nice, and he liked doing what he was doing, and that's critical.
Maybe you were about to end.
The original American Bandstand was one of network TV's longest-running series from 1957 to 1987. Clark's family says he died of a heart attack early this morning. He was 82.
Still to come now.